Okay, wait. No, wait. This girl. Hey guys, this is Just Roll With It, and today we're going to be rolling the dice on today's beauty standards. Number 4, do you think it's only girls affected by beauty standards?
Well, not just girls. I feel like it's boys and girls because at the end of the day, social media has a really big impact on it because girls kind of want to dress a sort of way to be that girl. Like they'll be inspired by a girl that they might see on social media, like a social media platform, for example, like Instagram, Snapchat, and they kind of see it and they're like, yeah, like I want to be that girl. Like I want my hair to be like that. I want those lashes. I want that makeup. I want those clothes. Whereas with boys, it's actually kind of a bit more deeper if you kind of think about the situation because boys kind of have to be a sort of way to be a boy in a sense where they have to have their hair a sort of way, they have to dress a sort of way, they have to be a sort of height to be actually realized in the world.
And I feel like they're kind of not accepted. Like if you don't fit into that standard, you're really not like going to be accepted by anyone. And it's really hard because it's not realistic in the slightest. This is literally, we're seeing people's lives on social media, and in reality, us as younger people, we are the target. So yeah, I definitely feel like it's boys and girls affected. And I feel like in an aspect where it's boys are kind of not really allowed to show their emotion, and then girls are portrayed as overly emotional. So it's kind of like a deeper balance where it's just really hard on younger people.
100%. I want to talk about the bit where you said boys can't show their emotions.
Yeah.
I feel like that's really true. Like I feel like if boys were to show their emotions, people will see them as, oh, they're just a soft boy and they have no, you know.
Like they're not manly, they're not masculine enough.
Mhm.
And I feel like it's completely natural to show your femininity as a man or a boy, because that's what makes us human. Like even females have masculinity, men have like female kind of traits, but we're all the same in reality.
Yeah, 100%. On to the next question, number 3. Do you view yourself as beautiful?
I think that not just myself, but everyone is beautiful in their own individual way. Everyone has their differences, and even if, you know, I may not fit into the beauty standard of social media, you know, we're all beautiful. Me, you, everyone in this world is beautiful, and we're all unique to ourselves. And I feel like it's kind of the way you portray yourself and the way you behave. It's not just your looks, it's your personality also. So I feel like if you are a good person at heart, and you know, you might have the looks that everyone likes or whatever, but it really goes deeper, and it depends if you are a beautiful person inside, and that's what matters the most, who you are inside.
Yeah, also, what do you think about how girls, like boys would bring down girls in a sense where they would not call them beautiful, or girls wouldn't call a boy beautiful?
Yeah.
Like, what do you think about that?
I just think that it's kind of, it really shows how, you know, we're not really open-minded anymore. We kind of just think of things in such a biased and, you know, kind of sexist way, I could say. You know, like we can never see a boy show emotion, or we can never see a girl, you know, I don't know, work out or play a certain sports, because then we're labeled as like dirty or sweaty or too boisterous, and like it's just not fair. And yeah, I just feel like everyone's beautiful in their own way, and it really depends on who you are as a person. That's what matters the most to me.
Also, I wanted to cover, what do you think about a girl dressing like in a sort of manly way and a boy dressing in sort of a girly way? Like, do you think that's right or wrong?
I mean, I feel like each to their own. Do you get it? Like everyone can do what they want. You know, it's a free world. We can speak how we want, do what we want. As long as we're not personally harming anyone, I don't feel like there should be an issue, or anyone should be, you know, portrayed as a bad person. If you're not hurting anyone, you're a good person in my eye. Cool. Number 5. What do you think of the no makeup trend? Do you think it is a scam?
Okay. I'm gonna talk on my perspective. Like, I feel like I can and cannot wear makeup. Like, some days I might wake up and feel like, no, I need to wear makeup. And some days I feel like, no, I look fine. So I feel like that's also what brings down girls, in a sense where girls think that because they have no makeup on their face, they're not beautiful, when regardless, you're beautiful with and without makeup. So I feel like that is actually a really big topic.
Yeah, I definitely feel like the no makeup trend is, I mean, I wouldn't call it a scam, but if you want to look like you're not wearing makeup, just don't wear makeup. I feel like the no makeup trend kind of puts pressure on girls, especially young girls, to look exactly like that when they're not wearing no makeup at all. Like when I wake up, I look crazy. I'm not going to lie to you. Like I don't look how I look right now because, you know, we're all humans. And I feel like it shouldn't be a thing where we're pressured to kind of look a certain way. Like you see all these famous people on social media. Let's just use, I don't know, Kim Kardashian as an example. She is not, in my opinion, she's not a real person because the way she portrays herself on social media is not correct and it's not the real world. You know what I mean? When she wakes up and there's no cameras around her, I'm very sure she does not look like that. So I feel like the no makeup trend is low-key a scam because if you want to look like you have no makeup, just don't wear makeup. And I feel like that's completely fine. Everyone is beautiful in their own way.
Yeah, I agree with you. Do you agree that using cosmetic fillers and surgery is a bad idea? Why and why not?
I feel like, you know, everyone is insecure about something. And I feel like, you know, me personally, I'll just give an example. I'm very insecure about my skin. But to a person that's not myself, they might look at me and think, like, wow, her skin's very good. But, you know, when you kind of analyze yourself in a deeper way, it puts pressure on you to, obviously there's a standard that we have to look a certain way. We have to have a cute button nose. And, you know, I feel like that's one of the biggest things that I've seen is everyone getting nose jobs and stuff, especially recently when, you know, we're made how we're made, if you know what I mean. But if I feel like with certain people, if they feel like they're kind of very insecure about it and it's affecting their life, then 100% go for it. You can do what you want in your life. But, you know, I feel like it takes a lot of courage to kind of love yourself first before you do that. And I feel like it's definitely important to kind of, you know, be comfortable within yourself before you go and make that decision. Because then after you have that surgery and you start to love yourself more, you might think, why did I do that? Like, I could have just stayed myself and stayed true to myself. And, you know, I would have been fine. But, you know, it's a process and I feel like everyone's different. What do you think?
I feel like it's social media 100%.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like people would scroll hours and hours on Instagram, for example, and see like, oh, she's got a BBL. Oh, she's got her nose done. Oh, she's got her lips done. And I want that now. Like,
of course.
I feel like it's social media. And I feel like most of the time, social media has a very bad impact on people's lives because that can change you mentally and physically.
Yeah.
Because you want to be that sort of person or you want to have that to be that sort of person.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's wrong. Like, I feel like everyone's beautiful in their own way. And I feel like it's wrong.
Yeah. No, I agree with you to an extent. I feel like it's very important to, as I said, love yourself before you make any decisions. And I feel like as young people, we kind of like, oh yeah, when I'm older, I'm going to get this, I'm going to get this. But it really comes with time. Like, it comes with age and maturity and time where when we're older, we may not want to make them decisions. So I feel like it's very important to know yourself before you go and make a decision like that.
Yeah, because you could definitely look back and be like, why did I even want that?
Yeah,
or
for
like
sure.
That, because majority of the time when you get most of them fillers and things like that, it changes your body.
For
like
sure.
You're gonna have to go and get it topped up
For
over
sure.
and over again. Like, it's not just gonna be a one-time thing. Like,
it's a consistent thing.
It comes with consistency.
For sure. Are celebrities setting too high of an unachievable standard?
Well, to an extent, yes, because I feel like on social media, people try to act a sort of way to show that, yeah, they've got this, they've got a big car, they've got a big house, they've got a good running family, when really, that's not always the case. Like, there could be so much going on in that person's life, but they make it out like they have a perfect life, everything's cool. And I feel like that's wrong, because I feel like if I was rich and famous, I wouldn't show my life as just, yeah, it's perfect. Like, I feel like it looks too fake for reality.
Yeah.
And people think that it's true. Like, if you're really gullible, you'd think, yeah, like, everything's perfect. Like, oh my God, her body's nice, her house is nice, her car's nice, her family's nice. That might be the case, and that might not be the case. So I feel like, yeah, sometimes it's really big.
Yeah. I feel like the standard, obviously, as I said before, the main target audience is really young people, especially like girls like me and you. Like, the standard is just not realistic at all. And I feel like we always see on social media all the time. Like, I will open Instagram and literally see a girl with a perfect body and like a perfect skin, you know, perfect hair, on holiday, spending money, they're rich and they've got this luxurious life. And in reality, it's not like that. And I feel like when you work in that kind of industry, when you're an influencer, companies pay you to look like that and to, you know, show their brand, which is fine. But it's also really important to obviously show that it's not always like that. Everyone has their ups and downs, you know, whether your mental health is up or down, everyone has mental health regardless. And I feel like that's something that we're kind of just now introducing, like how to take care of your mental health and how to know that it's okay to have those certain problems. And obviously, you know, I feel like with younger people, the standard is just not realistic. And yeah, I do believe that it's way too high.
What celebrity made you want to change yourself?
So there's a few, but I feel like one big thing for me is Ice Spice.
Is she already?
Everyone knows Ice Spice. Everyone knows her songs. She's kind of popping right now, which is cool. But I feel like, you know, she's that girl. And especially, I'm a light-skinned girl, she's a light-skinned girl. So I feel like we're kind of, as light-skinned girls, we're kind of like influenced to be like her. We're a community, right? But, you know, it's kind of not good at the same time because she is, no disrespect, she is just a rapper. And I feel like not everyone can be like her, you know. How we want to be is like what short hair, short curly hair, and a big bum and a flat belly, and it's not realistic. But yeah, I can't lie, Ice Spice has kind of influenced me. You know, I listen to her music sometimes, but I feel like there's positives and negatives. You know, it's kind of like an up and down thing with her. But I really respect her. I really respect what she's doing.
Yeah. Just to wrap this up,
this was just Roll With It. Catch us next week for our next episode, and comment down below your opinions on today's beauty standards.
And stay in tune.